Hi everyone, my name's Sean, and if you're here today, it's because you're looking for ways of generating affiliate sales, or you're looking to do affiliate marketing using your Facebook profile for free. It's something that I have done myself, and I started doing earlier this year, and I used it with some what I'd class as a reasonable level of success. I think my highest sales day 6 weeks after I started implementing this was a $1,500 day, which was fantastic. And I've continued to use that throughout to generate affiliate sales in the Make Money Online niche, because that's what I'm involved in. You can employ the same strategy in whatever niche you're involved in. So if you're into weight loss, or if you're into meditation or self-help, whatever it is, there you can use the same tactics, the same way of doing what I've done. So there's a few key things that you need to understand about being able to use your Facebook profile to generate leads or sales for affiliate marketing. And they break down into this really. It's knowing how to set your Facebook profile up so that people, when they come to your page, will see you as an authority in the market space. You need to be able to write really good content. And when I say content, I mean posts. So there's different types of posts that you need to be able to write, from sort of lifestyle posts, results posts, and what I class as, real content posts. So something that's going to tell people how to do a specific thing in whatever niche or market you're in. That's value. You want to be showing them some real value. And then from, your content will come engagement. And, the engagement is people actually looking at your posts, commenting on your posts, and just by virtue of coming onto your profile, they'll see what you do. And if you've got links in your bio and things like that, you'll generate free leads. And that sounds mad, but it's true. So if you're in a specific market and you're going to specific groups, for example, and you connect to people in those groups once you've joined. So if you're in the weight loss market, you'll go into groups where they talk about weight loss and issues that happen with weight loss and things like that. You join the group, you then connect to people within that group, you comment on their posts and things what they put out there, giving genuine, interesting feedback on what they're talking about, so it helps them. And then just by virtue of you doing that, they will then look at who you are, because they want to know, well, you seem to know what you're talking about. Let's have a look at who you are. They'll go to your profile and they'll see that you're promoting something that's specific to them. It doesn't always happen that way, but trust me, you can generate free leads, because I've done it. But the main way of generating sales and conversions is through Messenger. So you've got your profile, you've got your content, which helps drive your engagement. Once you've generated that engagement, you then have conversations with people in Messenger, which is probably the hardest bit. And then from those conversations, you'll drive sales. It's as simple as that. And if you want to throw collecting emails and stuff like that into the mix, you can, but you don't have to get that complicated. Trust me, I never did at the start. It was purely through writing content, connecting to the right people, and then having conversations with the Messenger, and then sending them the links to the products I was promoting. And one of those products is what I'm going to talk about in a minute. So I don't want you to think I'm just getting you here under false pretenses. You're here to look at how you generate sales by using your Facebook profile. And this is exactly what I used, and I'll show you some my profile, some of the comments I get on my profile, the number of comments, etc. So you can see that I'm actually walking the walk and not just talking it. So there's a few things that you need to understand, that you need to get right. So it might sound really complicated, but it genuinely isn't. Once you understand the mechanics, it's just a case of rinse and repeat, and that's all it is. What I'll also do is I'll put a link in the video in the description below, which will take you to a 3-part video series I did on my Facebook channel and my YouTube channel, which is free, which talks about these components: how to set your profile up, how to write good content, and then how to generate leads effectively. But if you want to get more deep on how to do that, I'm going to talk about what I used, and I used some great success. So this is my profile, just so you can see what, the kind of engagement I get, so you know that I'm not just talking a load of shite, because a lot of people promote things that they haven't got involved in themselves, which is not something I do. I would only promote something that I, hand on heart, have had experience with and can see can benefit people. I spent too many years getting ripped off and scammed by push button software, this, that, and the other. Doesn't work, but this genuinely does work, and it's free, which was the biggest pull for me when I started, and I'm sure if you want to generate leads by Facebook, it's worth you at least checking out. So this is my profile. So you know, there's certain ways of setting it up, and again, like I said, I'm not going to go into really keen detail on this particular video, but check the description. You can go and watch the videos. But in terms of my engagement on this post, which I did last week, I've had 301 comments. On the previous one to that, I had 188. Not as good, but you'll see that depending on the content you put out there will resonate with different aspects of the market. And if you are doing inspirational things and you put really specific content that shows people how to do things, you get really good levels of engagement. The previous post I did there, I got 345 comments. I did a video as well. This is another post, 274 comments. So you get the picture. So I do generate a good level of interest from people in the stuff I put out there. And then from there, I'll reach back out to those people and I'll start messenger conversations with them to try and figure out what it is they're looking for. Quite often they'll message me and say that they're struggling with X, Y, Z, and then I'll point them to whatever it is I'm promoting. So effectively that's how it works. And I'll take you to my post back from May, and it was the 23rd of May, and I had my first $1,500 day. And that was just like, wow, this stuff really does work. I did have some sales prior to that, which were smaller days, you know, $50, $100, that kind of thing. But that was like a milestone for me. And I did that all by optimizing my profile, writing good content, having messenger conversations, because of the engagement that I got from my posts. And it is as simple as that. But you need to know how to do it. And how I learned from the early days was by using a product called Easy Profile Profits. You may or may not have heard of this, but it's a really in-depth course which talks to you about how you need to do things like branding yourself, which is really important. As I said earlier on in the video, your profile needs to speak volumes. You need to show people just at a glance really that you know what you're talking about, and you look the part. So you need to change up your profile. You may want to consider, depending on how, you know, I know people use Facebook for friends and family, but if you want to avoid being questioned all the time about why you're posting content related to weight loss or to, you know, make money online, it might be just as easy just to unfriend all those people and explain to them what you're doing, because you do want to use your profile. You don't want to set up a Facebook business page. It doesn't get the same level of engagement. But you need to understand how to brand yourself, and this product's Easy Profile Profits talks to you about how to do that. It's really great. It's set out in a video course, which is dead easy to follow, and you just literally have to watch the video and implement what they teach. And that's exactly what I did. And I started to generate some really good traffic to my affiliate links. I had some really good conversations, and you will have to have messenger conversations if you want to close high ticket sales. It's, you know, people aren't going to spend, you know, $500 or $1,000 without having some real interaction and contact with somebody, you know, which is, I'm sure you understand that. So once you've learned how to brand yourself, you need to know how to post. And, you know, again, this talks to you about the importance of being able to post properly and the types of posts that you need to do. In this particular video, they talked to you about the three main types of posts, which, you know, like I said, was the proofs post, which you know, talks about your successes in whatever area that you're in. And, you know, if you're new to affiliate marketing, you might be thinking, well, I haven't got any results, so I can't post anything. But you'll have other people that are involved in your program that you can piggyback on their results. You know, at the end of the day, you're not doing anything wrong. You know, that's just how it works. Everyone starts from somewhere. Then you need to do, like I said, the lifestyle posts, and then real value posts, you know, content that people will find of interest and they'll be able to implement. So this talks about how to do that. It also talks about viral posts and things that go viral, and they're just literally where you have a colour background and you have like a quote or something, and they just seem to get massive engagement. I wouldn't advise using them too often, but it's a good way to get people looking at looking at your profile. Psychology, again, this is really important. It's about what, at the end of the day, is what the intention of your post is. What are you looking to get the person to do? You want them to take an action, and that's the most important thing. Some posts won't necessarily need to be like that. So if it's a value post, you won't necessarily need to get them to take any action. But on some posts, you want them to do something. So you want them to ask you for information. So if you put up a post where you've shown proofs, so you've made some money, for example, on my post there, I've done a $1,500 day, I would have asked for them to ask me for how did I do it, and then you would then go back to those people via Messenger and then have conversations and then recommend whatever the products is or services that you're involved in. How to find people that are interested in your niche. Obviously, this is all geared around affiliate marketing, but the same principle applies. If you're into weight loss, then you need to know where to go and find those people. And this is a video that just talks to you about where to find these groups on Facebook and how to how to communicate with them. How do you add them to? How do you connect to them? The kind of things that you want to say to them. And how many people you should do it and the frequency you should do it, because Facebook knows if you're if you just use your Facebook profile on your desktop and you were to go and connect to, I don't know, 50 or 100 people, they would flag your account, and then you wouldn't be allowed to do that for a few days. That's just how it works. So there are tricks and tips around that, and again, this will go into how you do that, and it just tells you how many people you should be doing, how often you should do it. So it's very, very, it walks you through the process. It's fantastic. Inbox formula. So this is about you having conversations in Messenger. So again, it's a video, it's 6 minutes long. It talks to you about the Messenger, how it works, how many messages you should be sending, and then it even gives you some examples of the conversations that you should be having and how to structure that. Obviously, you need to restructure this depending on the niche you're in, so it's niche dependent, but you get the picture. It does take you by the hand and tells you how to have a conversation in Messenger. You could even leave voice messages, which is what I did, because it was far easier than having to type out messages all the time. And I just found it more comfortable doing that way. You may not, in which case just type the message, that's fine. Daily game plan. So this again is something that's really important, is being able to use your time wisely. So knowing what you should be doing on a day-to-day basis is key. So if you don't know what you're doing, you'll end up doing nothing. So you need to plan, and this gives you a really good way of being able to plan that out, so you know what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And it is literally a case of rinse and repeat. So you'll go to groups, you'll connect to new people, you'll send a message to those people once they've accepted you, you'll put your content out there, you'll respond to posts and that sort of thing. So this tells you exactly what you need to be doing, what you need to do. So you need to go to your news feed, like and comment on every post you see for 10 or 15 minutes. Drop your post, because that's part of the Facebook algorithm, because they want to see you engaging with other people. And then once they see that, when you put your post out there, they'll automatically throw your post in front of all those people as well. And providing you start to get some traction and people comment and they like and heart your post, then Facebook will then send it out to more people, and that's how it works effectively. So the more people you start connecting to, and the more people you comment on their content, the more it's reciprocated by Facebook. And this just breaks it down for you, and it even gives you a downloadable game plan checklist. Storytelling secrets. This is about how to write and structure some of your content posts. So it talks about the headlines, being relatable, and an inspirational call to action. And this is what Facebook is. If you get into your said market and you go to those groups, this is how you'll see a lot of people structuring their posts. So it needs to be relatable to your market. So if you're in the weight loss niche, you need to be able to say, how I dropped two dress sizes in 2 months. I couldn't believe it. And then you talk about your story. So 2 months ago I was struggling with XYZ. I came across something that's really helped me do something I never thought was possible. I've tried umpteen different things, but within the space of 8 weeks, I've managed to drop 2 dress sizes. And, then you ask them to ask you for more information. That's effectively what it is. So being able to write good copy. So this gives you some examples that you can tailor to whatever the market is that you're involved in. So again, it gives you the structure of how to write your posts. The get 1,000 views on your Facebook story, I don't want to say this openly on my YouTube channel, but it is a trick that some of the course creators found out that allows you to get your stories looked at thousands of times. And it's just it will get closed. Facebook will close that loophole, but at the moment you can still take advantage of it. And like I said, I don't really want to spoil it for people that have actually paid money to get involved in this course. How to leverage your testimonials for stories. So again, once you start getting some traction, whatever it is you're doing, you can promote your post by saying, look, I was struggling with my engagement. For example, I was struggling with engagement on Facebook. I couldn't get people to connect with me. I wasn't able to get any sales. But since trying XYZ, this is how many people I've managed to get engaging on my posts, like I've just shown you on my own posts. This has helped me generate XYZ, like I've shown you on one of my earlier posts where I did $1,500 in a day. That's all by implementing what I learned in this particular program. And then you ask them to ask for information. So if they're interested in learning more, comment info below in your post. And then for everyone that says info in the replies to your post, you can then go straight back to them on Messenger and then say, look, this is exactly how I've done it. How you doing? Are you struggling with your engagement? This is how I overcame that. And then you send them the link to, for example, this, if you're promoting this. And then there's a section here on closing high tickets. Now, just so you know, this product isn't expensive. It's $99, which is nothing. And that's exactly what I started with a low ticket product. I then resold this as an affiliate and a couple of other things I was doing as well. But from there, I thought to myself, well, if I'm making sales on a $100 product and I'm doing it using this method, there were other people in the Facebook communities I was joining that were doing $1,000 days. Why can't I do the same? So I joined a high ticket program, which allowed me to then leverage the same tactics I'm talking about here to make more money. And effectively, that's it. So look, guys, if you're looking for ways of generating leads and you want to use your Facebook profile for free, then I encourage you to at least consider joining Easy Profile Profits. It's a fantastic product. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's what got me involved in the very early stages of using Facebook to generate money, which allowed me to then invest in different ways of doing marketing, not necessarily just on Facebook, but on other platforms as well. So there's a link in the description. Go and check out the sales page. I'd encourage you to at least have a look if you are looking at ways to generate some free eyeballs to your affiliate links. And for $100, it's nothing. And it does genuinely work. So look, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please leave your comments below. If you're interested in learning more about what I'm doing, I'll keep putting out videos like this, so please subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.